What's going on YouTube? Global Bells here back with another Scarlet Violet video, and today we're continuing with our collaboration series, and I've got the Cobalion crew with me today. So I've got Matt, Sebastian, and Amrit here. Three is a kind over here. So folks, would you like to introduce yourselves and tell us a little bit about your VGC background? Well, we'll start with you, Matt.
So I'm Matt. I've been playing just over a year. Tend to run weirder stuff. Yeah, not really any big results yet, but yeah, I've been working with these guys pretty much from the outset, and yes, cool to showcase an interesting team of us.
Nice. And next we'll go with Sebastian.
I'm Sebastian. I have been following VGC for a long time, but only started playing. I played one tournament in Sword and Shield, and then there was a pandemic. But I've mostly been playing Scarlet and Violet. I've had a couple of top 64s this season, hoping for slightly better. But one of those was this Cobalion, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, congratulations once again. And lastly, Amrit.
Hey everybody, so I'm Amrit, also sometimes known as Splash Online. So I've been playing since the early times of Scarlet and Violet, so about Reg B. This year I'm really pushing a lot harder to keep going and improving, and I've got a top 64 at Lille and a top 32 at Gdansk, and hoping to push on and get better and better.
Awesome. And now I'm going to ask the question that a lot of people have been asking when they saw the day 2 result there, but why did you guys choose to put, or even just use, Cobalion in general?
This is a you question.
It is a me question. So back in the first Reg G, I was actually watching another YouTube just ladder video and saw, I think it was James Beck, pair into a Japanese player with Cobalion. It was same as us, like Electric Seed on Miraidon. Team very different, but just Miraidon, Electric Seed, Cobalion. And I sort of watched it, I was like, that's interesting, because that really helps with, Ice Rider, Zamazenta, a few, like, it's really good into Terapagos. So I was like, interesting, and I sort of noted it down. And then I built a very early version of the team, took it to a couple of locals, did okay with it, but I didn't play any majors first Reg G. So when we came back round to it, obviously new Reg G starting, and I had Birmingham coming up, I thought I'd like to revisit the team, especially with how good Zam and Pagos have been doing in online tours, and I think the general assumption was that Ice Rider's still good, and it's still got an incredible matchup to Ice Rider. So recruited Amrit to help me flesh out the team. We worked together for Gdansk as well, where he went and got top 32 with Life Orb below the Ninetales and a couple of other pieces. So that, I'd known that he helps me. He keeps me on the straight and narrow, helps me flesh out teams and not get too carried away with silly stuff. And then Seb was looking for a team. He's a good friend of ours. Got him involved, and yeah, I think 6 of us took it to Gdansk in the end, and Seb was the one with the day 2 run. But yeah, the Mon's really good. It's got a really good speed tier, access to Iron Defense Body Press, Heavy Slam does still Ogo Flutter, which is important. We found that out the week of the tournament. We had been running Iron Head previously, so that was good. Another friend of ours, Alex, will shout out for realizing about Heavy Slam. Really, it's a fast IDP user, which, like, Komoro doesn't really work in this format as well because of its weaknesses. Probably less of a Terra Hog, faster, and it's I think we could call it a success. So yeah,
absolutely, yeah, for sure. Look, if you got the day 2 results, then 100% it is a success. So glad we could bring you guys here onto the channel. So folks, you know how this goes. All 3 of them are going to call the shots. I'm just going to click the shiny button. So without wasting any further time, let's just go straight into the ranked battles. All right, folks, we got the Ice Rider team here. So direct me, what are we leading and why are we leading it?
The standard lead into Ice Rider is just Miraidon Cobalion. You kind of want Cobalion in the lead just so you can start setting up your iron defenses. And in the back, I would normally go with Farigiraf and Incin into this comp. Some comps you do want the bundle, but you're basically going to bring Whimsicott to Ice Rider, and bundle's not looking super hot here.
Yeah, there's no Landorus to accompany the Ice Rider, so that's one of the biggest reasons for bundle was to have an impact onto the Landorus Ice Rider compositions, because that's where Cobb was really good and he wanted to threaten both. But for this team, there's none of that, so I think, the 4 that we're going for, Cobb, Mirai, Farig, Incin, is what I think we'd all agree on.
Yeah, this is the 4 I would have brought as well. I don't think I have ever brought a Whimsicott to an Ice Rider matchup. And as you said, there is no Landorus, so I don't think we get too much value out of the bundle here, so I do like this lead. If he does the Amoongus Ice Rider comp, Ice Rider lead with the Amoongus, does that threaten anything at all? Are we scared?
No, because they don't have anything to break your terrain, so you're not going to sleep. You can just freely set up an iron defense and Volt Switch out into your Incin, and then you're just good to go for the rest of the game.
Okay, all right. Let's see what he leads here, and hopefully we can get off some cool body presses off of the Cobalion here. But yeah, it's been a hot minute since I've used this mon, so I'm glad we get to bring this on here. It's very different than just the beat up justified stuff. There is the Calyrex-Incineroar there, so Intimidate not really gonna matter here. Does have the fake out pressure if he wants. Oh, shiny. Okay, cool. All right.
Yeah, that took me most of my Christmas holiday, but I got it.
All right, what are we thinking?
I'm thinking hard swap into Farigiraf for fake out and get up an iron defense.
Okay. Oh, we're gonna retreat with the Miraidon here. Okay, I will do that. So I'll click the iron defense. And do you want the Volt Switch or you want the hard switch to Farigiraf?
Hard switch is better. There's not a lot of point in Volt Switching, because if he does fake out the Miraidon and just Glacial Lance, then you lose.
That's true. All right, so we'll go straight into the Farigiraf over here. Okay.
Yeah, and this guarantees that you get up your first iron defense, and then once you're at +3, you really start cooking.
For sure. Now, how well does this thing take a high horsepower?
If you're at +3, I'm pretty sure it's a 5-hit knockout.
All right.
Yeah.
What about the double up with the high horsepower and the flare blitz?
You should be able to take 2 of those double ups.
Ooh, all right. I'll take it. All right, here we go. So we are going to go for Farigiraf. Anyway, we are faster, so that's
Yeah,
also
assuming
a good
it's
thing
not
about this.
Scarf and Sin, I think we should be okay.
Oh, the swap. Hey. All right. So what is this coming out here? I can't read that, and it is going to be the Raging Bolt. There's the fake out. So free iron defense for our Cobalion. Okay. So now we know 3 of his Pokemon. All right, we've got +2. Street Tech.
Playing those team sheets does make this a lot harder, because
yeah, I think helping hand body press into the bolt. I think that probably
I'm
gets
slightly
it.
concerned it goes Terra Fairy, but yeah, that is.
There's anything
fine.
on our side that necessarily make them want to burn Terra.
Yeah.
So
That would be my, and they're also likely to try to Terra Ghost and Incin, so helping him body press into the vault seems fine.
Yeah, I'll go for that. Yeah, let's see what he does. If he has to burn the Terra on this thing, so be it. Okay, and he stays in. No Terra coming out here. Okay.
This should do a chunk.
All right, let's see. Body press comes out there. Ooh, there's the one shot there. Nice Raging Bolt he's got there. I would imagine a parting shot, a knockoff. There's the knockoff into Farigiraf. That's totally fine. We do take it. A little bit of chip from the Rocky Helmet as well. And he stays in. So, Raging Bolt gone. Calyrex still in the back. Incin still in here. Terra not used.
Yeah.
And now he's thinking about what to bring in now. And we're going to get our answer right now. And it is the Calyrex again.
I think here it's probably safe to say that it's worth looking at trying to knock out the Incin. It kind of forces him to either burn Terra or he, just loses Incin here, and then he's down to the last 2. So I think we just body press Incin and switch into our own Incin to make sure that we have our Farigiraf for later.
Yeah, exactly. We don't want to give him a free Glacial Lance boost here, so this would have been my play as well. So we're going to switch out to Farigiraf. He did his job. He stopped the fake out. That's all we needed. Here comes the Incin for the Intimidate drops. Probably not going to matter on the Calyrex. We assume that is going to be the clear amulet item, and there it is, revealed. Okay, and we do see the Terra. Now, if this is Incin, could be Ghost. If it's Calyrex, okay, it is going to be the Incin. Alright, there is your Ghost Terra. So, no body press damage this turn.
Yeah, obviously the main issue here is that it might have Wisps, not something you have to deal with.
There's the Protect. Okay. So he does protect here. We do with the body pressed here. And the Incineroar is going to go for the knockoff onto the Farigiraf again. There goes our Assault Vest. Not that it matters anymore. Because we got physical attackers here. So, we burned the Terra, or we forced him to burn the Terra. What are we thinking now?
I doubled the Calyrex slot.
Yeah, I think I'd check what he's got available. I think if it's the Amoongus. I don't think it will be the Amoongus, but I think that a Flare Blitz plus Body Press into the Cali slot knocks out everything he could possibly have.
I think so too. Oh, we got Flare Blitz? Oh, it's over. Yeah.
AV, you just got attacking moves.
Yeah,
we didn't even show our restricted yet. Well, we did, but he dipped. Alright.
Yeah.
Looks like Cobalion's the restricted right now.
Cobalion is the restricted in the
Oh my goodness. Alright, what is this? It is... Oh, the Ogerpon there. Alright,
yeah,
so there's the body press. Oh, that's good damage. This should pick up here. Flare Blitz comes out. Restricted is gone. Wow. Is this how the run went at the regional?
I actually only played one Ice Rider, and it was fast Ice Rider.
Ooh. With
so
tailwind
I
stuff?
was like, yeah. It was like, it wasn't quite the Tang team. It was Whimsicott, but it was
100% jolly 112 speed.
I don't think it wasn't even that fast, but I didn't know that, so I had to assume that someone playing a Whimsicott with their
okay.
was
we got one turn of terrain left, and this is all he has left. What do you want to do?
I'd just go after the Ogerpon for now.
Yeah, body press and U-turn into the Ogerpon probably.
Sure.
We don't need to preserve Incin.
It's going for the fake out there into the Cobalion slot. Okay, it's fine with us. There is the Ivy Cudgel. Ideally, this picks up, which is okay. And terrain will go down now because that was the last turn of electric terrain. Do we go Miraidon now?
Yeah, you just go Miraidon, and then you can freely click Terra Fairy Dazzling Gleam.
Oh, sure.
That's just the end of the game.
I would think so, yes. Okay. I will do that. And what would you like to click on Cobalion here?
Just body press the Ogerpon, I think.
Probably heavy slam just in case.
Just heavy slam for style.
Oh,
yeah,
sure.
well, I don't know. I guess it's never gonna die.
Well, yeah, because he's got sturdy, so...
He's got sturdy, so body presses.
Yeah, sure. We'll just do that.
It doesn't matter.
Alright, and then Terra Fairy. I mean, if he protects, he protects.
He protects.
Yeah.
We have won this. Fortunately for
He's gonna go through it. I mean, if he protects the Ogerpon, I mean, he'll delay a little bit more, but you know how much damage is this Incin gonna be doing here? Not a whole lot, but we'll see if he lets us play this out here. All right, they're thinking about it. They could redirect, but how much will that really do for him? Okay, there's our Terra. He's gonna play it out. We're gonna show the Terra Fairy Miraidon. Finally, we get to use our restricted. Okay. The supposed restricted. Okay.
I mean, when you got most of Zamazenta there, it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, he's not gonna redirect. There's no protect coming out. That did a lot, and we are gonna see the Ivy Cudgel come out here. Decent damage into Miraidon, but here's the body press. Okay. Now, he doesn't know we have a heavy slam move. He might know now. He might think he just walls the Cobalion if he just knocks off the Miraidon, but he actually just knocks off the Cobalion without any... Oh, justified! Hey.
Oh, now we got the heavy slam burst. It's over.
It's a real shame that we don't get to heavy slam for the victory.
Hey, that's a good interaction. Hey, you know, dark moves, soak up, justified boost, heavy slam, harder. Okay.
I got throat chopped a couple of times.
Oh man. Oh baby, it is the Dondozo Calyrex team.
Okay, so there's a really defined 4 that you bring into this matchup, and it's Miraidon Bundle,
What's the reasoning here?
Farigiraf and the Incin.
Yeah.
No Cobalion in this game.
Not necessarily in that order, but
Yeah. Lead. I would say, what version is it? The Moon version. I'd say lead Incin, Miraidon, and then
Miraidon.
Especially the Calyrex.
bundle
I see.
through that.
For the end game, the Dondozo stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
If he leads the Calyrex-Weezing, what's the plan?
It is knock off the Calyrex and either Volt Switch off the Weezing, or you can hard top the Farigiraf. Either work.
Yeah. This is a lot scarier in Crow's team sheet just because the not knowing whether the Calyrex is gonna like Terra Normal Hyper Beam or Terra Ghost Choice Specs Astral Barrage or just be a normal one and just like click Astral Barrage and not do enough damage. It's terrifying. But we'll figure it out.
We're gonna
So our Miraidon takes a Life Orb Astral, but it doesn't take a Specs Astral. So it's harder not knowing. But
all right. Yeah, I can understand that. So he does go with the Calyrex-Weezing lead.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you reckon?
My instinct would just be to knock off and Volt Switch. Knock off the Calyrex, Volt Switch the Weezing.
I see.
Yeah.
And if he has the Dondozo in the back with the Tatsugiri, is there the end game plan? Is that gonna utilize the bundle a little bit? I would imagine.
Yes, bundle is very, very much
The key there.
It's not on the team for a desert matchup specifically, but it does help with that matchup a lot.
All right, let's see the Terra here. Let's see what we can do. He does go for the Protect, so it's not Specs.
it's fine.
Yeah, what's interesting is they very, very often protect with the Calyrex first, but they don't always protect with the Weezing.
All right, we do see the Protect. So no Specs on either of these guys. So reconfirm that. All right. Probably Life Orb on the Calyrex then, I would imagine.
Yeah, just double Cali now, I would.
Yeah, there's not a lot of damage to that. Even if he switches in Tatsugiri and Dondozo, like Tatsugiri that's one, Dondozo the other one, I don't even think that matters that much.
All right, so I will double the Calyrex slot, correct?
Yeah.
All right, we're doing
Happy
it.
with it.
Let's see it. Let's see the Force Terra. Let me see the switch. Disable.
Okay.
All
We
right.
are being full on Mr. One close cheats.
Oh man, the disable. Yo, he's getting ready for the global challenge, guys. Listen, you gotta respect it.
You got to
Fair
have it.
enough.
Wow.
They-
All right.
What's interesting is he could be Encore as well, but
Farigiraf it is.
Yeah, we gotta
Yeah.
foul play that thing. All right, he's going for the poison gas shenanigans here. Okay, let's see it. Okay, there's our knockoff. It is disabled. There it is, the poison gas.
Yeah.
You think he's gonna double protect for the more chip damage? Because if he just protects again, then he'll just disable again, right? On our Farigiraf, ideally.
I would Trick Room, and if it go after, what do you reckon, guys? I think Trick Room stops them basically going for Protect Disable again, but
Yeah, I think you Trick Room and you can just Flare Blitz the Calyrex because I think that's probably to pick it up from here.
Yeah, he probably he
Yeah.
doesn't know that we have it. We can go. Oh, there he goes. He's
Oh,
switching.
okay.
Ooh, Dondozo time? It might be. Right then, hey,
it's
you can have your
Iron
Trick Room.
Uh,
Oh, Iron Hands.
oh,
Yeah, I gotta say that's Tetsu something.
So that means no Dozo, ideally. Alright, I would love a burn on this. Alright, can we get a little Clover luck with a little burn here? Some chip damage? No burn, but we do go for Trick Room. Well,
This is slightly awkward for us because the Incin's now in a weird spot with the Iron Hand Possible.
and now he can also pressure here with Drain Punch, and we're taking lots of poison damage here. So if he brought the Iron Hands, then it looks like it's probably just going to be Roaring Moon, ideally.
yeah,
Yeah.
maybe it's worth. I think he's going to go after Incin, so I definitely think the Psychic Noise into the hands.
Yeah, it's like Noise into hands.
And do we want more Terror on Incin? Do we need it later?
No, we can probably blow the Terror on Incin. I actually don't think we need the Terror for anything else.
Okay.
And then you
yeah. If we get the Calyrex back in under Trick Room, then we just finish it off there.
What do you want? You want to just Flare Blitz it?
Yeah, just Flare Blitz the hands. Like,
All right, let's see if this is going to be enough damage there. We are going to burn the Terra Ghost on the Incin, hoping he may go for the Drain Punch on that slot here. Okay, and, well, you never know. This Hands could have some speed investment. There is Tailwind on that Roaring Moon. Okay, he does go for the Fake Out. Okay.
It's really weird to see Farigiraf get picked out.
I know. I'm quite astounded by that play, but he did go for there. And here is the Flare Blitz. Okay, a little bit of a chip damage there. Okay, so now more poison chip damage, and he did not go for the Drain Punch there. I'm very shocked that he went for that. Actually.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he does have the Weezing, so I do respect it.
Yeah.
Maybe try and get damage on the Weezing. Yeah, just
I think it's still the Iron Hands again because like it's gonna,
what's the Weezing?
gonna die.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, go for it.
Psychic
I would
Noise? Yep.
I would foul play it and play with it.
In case, yeah.
If they switch back in, foul play will get it from there. It's
Okay.
got a high attack.
You just want me to flare, like double target again?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be fine.
Okay, there is a heavy slam. Incineroar lives. That's very good for us. There's a strange steam. That's for the live.
Whoa.
Wow.
What?
Hands actually lives, by the way.
It didn't actually pick up.
Yeah,
That's
no, it resisted. It has a lot of bulk. All right, that's unfortunate. I would have loved to live that there, but we are gonna come back in. Incin does stay on the field though.
They're both gonna die to poison.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, the disable turn putting an extra tick on poison actually made a huge difference.
Yo, disable Calyrex. What a play. Protect and disable. You gotta respect it though.
Yeah.
Probably got no, like, I suppose they usually have like Pollen Puff on this team. They probably dropped that.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're gonna go bundle here and Miraidon. So here's our quote-unquote fast mode.
Who was Roaring?
There is Roaring Moon, yes, confirmed. No Dozo here. He's just going with his other 4 mode here. And here is Miraidon. Okay, we don't have too much room to work with here. There's still 2 more turns of Trick Room.
Yeah. So ideally, we need to get rid of the Weezing before the Trick Room expires, because we want the bundle to outspeed the Calyrex
Right.
on the Trick Room.
So
You want to
I
just
think-
freeze drive this?
freeze dry drift, maybe. Like-
Yeah, that's like there's an argument. Yeah, I think it has to be Drift. I don't think we can lock into anything else.
Yeah, I think this is okay. We'll see if he protects. Oh boy, but there is Trick Room. Oh, he protected that slot.
Oh, yeah. Weezing doesn't protect
because
them.
he's gonna want a poison gas here.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay,
There's the
that's
poison gas
cool.
again.
Mhm.
1 turn of
Yep.
Trick Room after this. And I would imagine you just want to protect and then Icy Wind next turn.
Yeah.
Alright, now, if he Tailwinds, that would be GG's maybe. Oh, that doesn't pick up, but the freeze
Yeah, the
drive
Weezing
will.
lives
Sorry
without
about
terrain.
Ooh,
Oh,
Well, it'll be close now.
the berry. I don't know if this is going to be enough. Are we 252?
Yeah, we
we
are.
are.
Okay.
But
Ooh,
This device.
that's tough.
I think you have to double the moon this turn. It's insane to say, but
Yeah, and
I think
I think you
Okay,
can
Icy-
actually
yeah,
Icy Wind.
Icy
yeah,
Wind and just
And
Yeah, I
then
agree.
go into the Maroon.
I think
Yeah.
this has to be like this. So it's not over yet. He protects the Weezing, so he keeps it alive, which is
Right.
somewhat good news for us. There's a drift for a little bit of damage. Oh yeah, we're still 1 more turn of TR. That's decent damage here, but I think now if he goes for Tailwind,
this-
yeah,
yeah, this has told us that. Yeah, I think we probably lose this one just because the Calyrex can come back in, and I don't think we survive after the poison.
yeah, it's gonna be fairly close, but I think
Well,
yeah.
no, because they can also just knock us off. If you knock off the Miraidon.
Well, he could. All right, dimensions are back to normal. Okay, we're still in like a pretty tough spot here, but
yeah, we're gonna Icy Wind. We're gonna Drift. That's kind of our only options at this point.
Yeah, I think so.
May
I'll
as
try.
well just go into
Try over
G-Weezing,
here.
but, yeah.
Okay, there's a knockoff. There is the knock. Ooh!
Where's the
But-
bundle?
Wow. Okay. All right, so we do get the Icy Wind here, but Calyrex is gonna come in and say hello.
Yeah, we still lose because they
Yeah, because they set the tailwind.
set the tailwind, and more to the point, Bundle's gonna die this turn from poison.
Hey, we
There's
got
no-
our core tribe going. All right, our speed is heightened. We do pick up the moon. Yeah, wow. The disable really put a hamper on this one. But hey, man, that's what he has. That wins him the game. Okay.
Yeah, I mean the disable was good, best of one tech. This team is definitely like it was built with best of three in mind, obviously.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah, so you can just protect and then disable drift, which is actually really mad.
It's gonna be close though, but we'll see what he's got.
he can just play Castle Barrage and win the game. He doesn't have to do anything fancy.
Yeah.
He might not. You never know. All right, he's gonna Terra now. Is this gonna be Terra Ghost?
I'll be Terra Ground just to mess with us.
No way. There it is, Terra Ghost.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right, there it is. More damage. Okay, there is the Ashel. He got it. Very nice. Yeah, we had to play uphill. Just after turn 1, we did our best there. Not picking up the hands was a little unfortunate there, especially with the foul play.
Yeah,
That
it
didn't
didn't
pick
actually
up.
end up making any difference though, because
Yeah.
when we doubled the Weezing, it died, and we
true.
wouldn't have got any damage into the Roaring in that turn.
Okay.
All right, we got another Ice Rider team, but he's got the pleb mode with the instruct shenanigans with Torkoal, and there's the side spam idea.
You guys got a plan?
So
Yeah.
yeah, it's really
Instin's
interesting.
gonna be good.
So it would be the same for as the last Ice Rider. The trick here is that the Farigiraf survives at least 2 glacial lances, so you kind of want to Volt Switch without knocking them off, so you can untrick the room and win that way.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you want to start Miraidon, Cobalion. You want to Volt Switch into Farigiraf, untrick the room, and then don't let them get another one up. That's the general plan into Hard Trick Room.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we'll run it. Now, if he does the side spam mode, do we care? He will override the terrain.
Unless there's Scarf, then the Delphox should be slower than the Miraidon, and then the Volt Switch should carry. Hopefully.
And then,
It's worth noting.
and then you have an Instant. You have an
Or
80
we can
Instant,
just
yeah.
also the
Fair
opposite.
enough.
Or we could just swap in our types that resist both of them.
Yeah, the Instant looks pretty good here. Like, Instant resists a lot of what he has, except for that Ursaluna, I think, that he had over there. So, we'll see what he has to partner with the Calyrex on the lead. If he does do it, it's going to be the side spam mode, like I thought he might try and do, but here we are. So, his terrain will win, but tell me the play that you want.
I think it is Volt Switch into Incin and protect Cobalion this turn.
Yeah.
All right, what am I Volt switching into? The Delphox?
The
Or the Indeedee?
Yeah, the Delphox.
Yeah, because this probably has like a Sash over there. I think it's probably this thing.
Mhm.
All right, and we'll protect Sir Cobalion here. We don't want to take no unnecessary expanding force damage this turn. So there's the protect coming out from the horse, the Sword of Justice. There's the Volt Switch. All right, not enough to kill, but of course not the point. We're just gonna pivot, and we're gonna go into the Instant just in case he goes for a fire plus a side spam move here. But here we go. Incineroar the Serene. Who got this nickname?
Yeah, so I did Mark Hunt. I tried to make the team, get a few style points with the marks and the shinies, but yeah. So
Okay, so the Indeedee is either
Life Orb.
faster. Okay, the
Life-
Indeedee is faster, and it's Life Orb.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's not a max speed Delphox right there.
No, it is
Which
not.
means we can just body press it.
Yeah, I agree.
Are we knocking off?
Yeah, body press and knock
yeah.
off the Indeedee. Yeah, body press the
Knock off
Delphox.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Knock off Indeedee, body press Delphox, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ooh, this
We're
is
gonna take
pick
a
up.
chunk on the Cobalion here, but it's fine.
Hey, I believe he's going for the protect, so Cobalion
Sure.
will at least stay on the field for this turn. And we'll have to see what this indeed is. Oh, another expanding force. Can we take
This'll
one?
do it, son.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Cobalion,
We're
the
taking
champ.
one.
I mean, there's decent damage. Yeah, we can take a Life Orb Astral Barrage from Timid, so. And
Okay.
Indeedee is not really. Shouldn't
Indeedee's no
really be able to do the
Calyrex,
same.
let's put it
Yeah.
that
It is,
way.
it is definitely not a Calyrex. So we soak up one hit. Cobalion stays on the field, and Incineroar showing why he's the GOAT, at least for this particular turn. And what is he going to bring?
Instant is always the goat.
Oh, the Oranguru.
Yeah.
Oh, that means it's Calyrex in the back, ideally.
Okay. Yeah, you'd think so.
So I would just turn and body press the Delphox.
Yeah.
Or I guess
You can knock off the
Yeah.
Oranguru. No, Body Press will be stronger here. We also.
Yeah, I was just thinking it does resist heavy slime anyway, so it's not anything different.
Yeah, body press this thing. I think this is okay. If he goes for it, he goes for it, but I can't let him set up this Sedan's quote-unquote trick room unless he Terras. He does not. Body press is enough to pick
Yeah.
up Delphox. Sorry, Delphox, this is not Regulation H.
It's not its
Okay.
time to shine at all.
No, not here. There's a knockoff. Okay, this is gonna do a good chunk there. What are we removing? It is the Cover Cloak. Wow. Alright, he got the trick room up.
It gets in a focus.
I think own tempo to stop taunt and Cobalt to stop fake out.
Okay, Cobalion has taken a little bit of a chip here. Now, this is going to be, you already know, the Instruct Glacial Lance. Unless he goes for high horsepower.
Instructor horsepower makes a lot more sense actually.
Yeah.
And
I think
Still has his
I
Terra.
think
Maybe him.
you turn into the.
Terra the instant's not the worst here.
Yeah, I think you can tear the Insane U-turn off Oranguru and get into Farig, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just protect the
I would
Cobalion.
protect Cobalion.
I think so too. Alright, let's do that. Let's see what he does here. And he still has his own Terra. There it is. That's not me. Alright, is it the Oranguru? Oh, it's the Calyrex. Into what? Terra Electric. Wow.
Okay, that is
That's-
a
that is
thing.
one of the
Miraidon
Terra.
Resist. It's a Miraidon Resist.
Yeah.
So is Grass. So is Dragon. Alright. So that's a Terra. Here's ours. Do we live the double Glacial Lance?
We should.
Okay. I hope so.
Ideally.
Hopefully.
We pray. Alright, let's see it. Glacial Lance. Here it is. Unless he's Life Orb,
It
this
is
could be a...
Instruct Glacial Land.
Yeah, it
We
is.
should-
It's
we
gonna
should
do a
Terra.
little chunk here. Oh, I think it's gonna be close, but I think we do
Yeah.
live it.
I think we should live that, yeah, unless
gonna
it
be-
hurts us.
Yeah. Pray don't crit here. Alright, there is another Glacial Lance. Okay, but let's say we get the U-turn off. Are we going to Farigiraf?
Yes.
Farigiraf.
Ooh!
Oh, is that a,
Was that?
Oh.
No,
Oh,
it just rolls.
I think that was just a max roll, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, just nice roll. Sad. I mean, we're still
That's
going
tough.
into Farigiraf, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he's +2.
The issue is we're actually not living anymore, are we?
No.
No. No.
Yeah. I think it might just be cooked.
Yeah, I think Incin dying there. Yeah, it's tough. Like, we Terra'd, but we expected maybe a high
horsepower.
horsepower. Yeah, I guess we
Yeah.
could have stayed there. We could have resisted it. But now we're in a tougher spot. This would have been a better Terra.
Yes, it would have been.
Yeah,
but,
the Terra Water. Oof, that's tough. We can try and flip the trick
That's
room.
right.
Yeah.
I think
Right.
you've got your
yeah,
best-
like that is
best
that
hope.
is the
Yeah.
it is trick room and
Double?
attempt body attempt the double protect. Yeah, is much more sensible.
Yeah, I think we have to just
Because
try it like this.
if they
No.
do, yeah, because if they glacial lance and knock out, we're definitely cooked.
Yeah.
Oh, Cobalion lives! But it's not going to matter.
Yeah.
Does not take it. So,
Holy smokes. Well, Incin, you did your best. Our Terra was not ideal there. Alright, here's another Glacial Lance.
No. Yeah, double Glacial Lance.
Yeah.
Oh,
Against
there's
2
the crit.
resists was a bold move, but our opponent made it and it won in the game.
Yes, it
enough.
did.
Yeah, it's interesting. With some of these, sometimes the strategy is too fun, so to speak, to not go for these kind of opponents.
Hey, why not? I respect the double attempt here. But here it is. Alright, I'm just going to click the forfeit button. I don't think there's a reason for me to...
No. Yeah, we're not winning this one.
Yeah, no. He got us. Alright. I'm gonna click that forfeit button. GG's to our opponent. He gets this one.
Yeah. He made the good play, you know?
Oh, is it?
Okay.
How do you know?
Yeah, it's rank 11.
Oh, I see. Alright, here
yeah,
we go.
So, right,
Ooh.
cup time.
Comfey Terapagos. Is this a Cobalion game?
Yes.
It will be, yeah.
Got a
Eventually.
Dragapult there.
Eventually, I was gonna say you're
Yeah.
not leading it. Whims, Miraidon is my general lead into these teams.
We're gonna click
Cobb
Encore
in
at
the
some
back.
point.
Cobb is definitely coming in the back,
Oh, for sure.
and
Indeed,
like he's got double fake out.
Yeah, I'd want
gotta break this
Farig,
thing.
yeah.
Farigiraf's gotta be the one.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it now. Oh yeah, he's gonna bring the Rillaboom, right? He's gonna bring the Terapagos.
Mhm.
Would you bring a Comfey to this? I could see it.
Maybe it does. Comfey does
Yeah,
do
it's-
a couple of heavy slams.
If he goes
So,
Comfey
I-
Terapagos, what's the plan?
So I think the thing is you want to
Kill.
knock out all of Terapagos' support and then you'll get it eventually.
Okay.
The Cobalion, if there's a light screen up, then it has a 97% chance to survive 2+1 Terra Starstorms from Terra,
Okay.
which is normally enough time to get everything else done.
If he leads the Rillaboom, what's our play? Are we gonna Volt Switch out and reset, or are we gonna bring Farigiraf?
I normally would just set up click light for the light screen bolt switch,
Okay. respect
and just accept that they might fake us out, and if they do, it's
I'm
fine.
gonna say Fake Out plus Calm Mind here. Let's see. Oh, he's gonna go this route. Okay. So he does bring the Ogerpon.
Absolutely fine.
All right. So he has a idea to blow up terrain if he wants, but I'll leave it up to you to make the call here.
Well,
Uh,
it doesn't take a light screen.
Okay.
Yeah, light screen.
And Volt Switch
Yeah.
or Drift.
I'd still Volt Switch, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, because we get a free switch into Cobalion. You probably go into the Terapagos. They will probably follow me away, but if you can break the shell, then Cobalion's immediately threatening.
That's true.
Mhm.
There is the said follow me here. So he does not click his Terra. Good move on him. Alright, there's the light screen. This could be just simply Calm Mind here, but we are gonna Volt Switch. We're gonna do some chip damage. Okay. Lives a modest Choice Specs Volt Switch, and you want the Cobalion?
Yeah, we've got our terrain, so we might as well get our seed boost.
Might as well, right? Here we go. Cobalion with the threatening body press into our turtle friend there. Okay. There we go. There's Cobalion's defense boost, and there is the said Calm Mind, of course, like they always like to do. Now, that's not going to matter in the face of body press, but he does get a little bit stronger attack now.
Yeah.
But we have light screen, so...
So he's kind of forced into follow being or protecting here with the Terapagos. Like he either has to, and he can't get a lot of mileage out of the Ogerpon, so I think he probably just follow me. So I think we just Moonblast and Body Press.
Moonblast
Moonblast
Terapagos
the-
here?
Yeah, and just Body Press it.
Okay, I will do it. Okay, let's see it. There's the follow me. He doesn't
And
Terra.
we're really lucky Moonblast KOs, but we are not especially invested.
I believe.
So,
Oh!
yeah.
That was close.
I was gonna say that. I did not believe, but
Okay,
Yeah,
can we
it's-
take one Earth Power?
Yeah.
Oh, Flamethrower!
Oh, it's
flamethrower.
okay.
Whimsy lives. By the grace of God.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
good information to have.
So we've seen Calm Mind, we've seen Flamethrower. Ideally, it's Protect and Starfall, correct?
Yeah, I mean, Starstorm you can
Yeah,
almost
100%.
guarantee, and it's almost certainly protect.
All right, he does have the Rillaboom as expected. He does have something else in the back. I don't know if there's a world where he has a Dragapult.
Nah. I think it's for swapping for egg and body press there.
I like
There you
it.
go.
Yep. Yeah, probably.
I think so. Let's do it.
Rilla does no damage to Cobalion.
No, it doesn't.
No, it does not, and in
Yeah.
fact, it's actually really good for Cobalion. You like the grassy terrain with Cobalion.
The recovery.
As everyone brings Rillaboom against your Miraidon, you just get both terrains, kind of, whichever one you need.
Exactly. Yeah, as soon as you get your seed, then you're kind of fine, because you'll clean up eventually with Miraidon.
Okay, he did go for the fake out, so there's the timely Farigiraf switch in. There's the whiff, and there is the body press. Terra Shell. Okay,
He's still got the shell.
he still has his shell. He does take the chip.
That's not bad.
Then there is the
Oh, and he
flamethrower.
goes to
Oh,
the-
he went. He's wow.
He wants he wants rid of the Whimsicott.
Interesting. Well, now that he
Okay.
knows.
I think he's really tough.
Just foul play the Rilla and then body press Pegos.
I think we're
Yep.
threatening it too much. Yes, I think this is the play. Let's see it. He does protect,
Yeah.
but what does that really do for him?
Exactly, it's fine.
Unless he's got the high horsepower crit. But even then, I don't think that works because we have the defense Crusader. Oh, there's the U-turn.
Yeah,
Ooh. Well, what's taking the foul play?
it's
The helmet.
the chip, which is nice.
Oh, is it the Comfey? Does that help him
Yeah.
though? But then he can just reswitch it and get in his.
Oh,
Dragon
well, this
Ball.
Dragon
Oh!
Ball, it's got to take a great foul play.
Hey, well then, yo, oh, he does look.
Okay, one would
Okay.
presume that that is a Wisp Dragon Ball,
Yeah.
but there's not a lot we can do about that.
Yeah,
Just helping
I
hand
think
body
helping
press.
hand body press the Terapagos slot.
Yeah, would agree.
Now, if he switches into Rillaboom, do we care?
Not particularly.
Okay, I respect it.
The thing is, he just doesn't have any damage into Cobalion anymore. Like the trap, because he has to switch his, you know, what I mean, like
He'll reset his Calm
Yeah,
Mind.
Yeah,
he has to
exactly.
reset his Calm Mind, and then he has to reset back up. And
He can't beat Whimsicott Miraidon once this is gone here. So he does go for the
Oh,
darts.
it starts. Okay,
that's-
Yeah,
that's
and
it's
that is
well, that's the end of
damage.
the game.
Once again, Cobalion, you know, proving who is the actual restricted here.
Exactly.
He's got
Yeah.
Rillaboom and Dragapult left.
It's just like all these people with one restricted when we've got most of the Zamazenta on our team.
That's right. We got Budget Zamazenta, as what they like to call it here. They're calling the Bastion the Budget everything's a Budget Zamazenta right now. Right? You got Iron Defense
Yeah.
Body Press, you're Budget Zamazenta.
I'll tell you a secret. Zamazenta is the budget Zamazenta.
And then I just foul play.
Yeah, foul play the Dragapult and body press the Rillaboom.
I will do it. He still has his Terra, by the
Yeah.
way.
Farig is probably going to go down, but unless it's Terra Ghost Rillaboom, it's kind of fun.
Yeah, he has his Terra, but we have a Miraidon.
We do have a Miraidon, yes. He
And
forgot.
our
Like,
Miraidon
wait,
can also
we-
Terra.
they have a restricted.
Yeah.
Hey. Okay, there it is. We are going to see the Terra. All right, at long last. It is going to be the Dragon Ball. And it is Terra
Oh, sorry.
Dragon.
Oh, I can't wait to see how much this Dragon Dart is going to do to Cobalion.
Okay, there's the Dragon Darts. He will pick up the Farigiraf at least.
Yeah, he'll pick up the Farigiraf.
Yeah.
But
This could have also been a helping hand of body press, but let's see the damage here. Single target though. Oh my goodness.
14
Dragapult.
HP.
It's not regulation H anymore. Okay, there's the ooh. Wow.
Oh, big 4 HP. A combined 18 HP done by these
My
two
goodness.
incredibly strong Pokemon.
All right.
you know, well, we just healed 11 of their 18. So. Yeah, just bringing them right on. Let's put them out of his misery.
Now we'll show him
Yeah.
the restricted that we had.
Yeah, and I guess you just
click
Terra Fairy, Gleam.
and Dazzling. Yeah.
Depends. If we want to let Cobalion get the last KO, we can just Terra Fairy, Electro Drift the Dragapult. Make sure we don't miss.
We're not gonna be bad. We're just gonna
Ah.
BM him. Cabalion's cool.
I don't think he's gonna. Oh, he's gonna let us do it. All right, all right. I thought he would click forfeit by now, but I do respect the playthrough. So once again, guys, Terapagos not a bad mon, but when there's 28 budget Zamazentas running around like this one, it gets a little tricky for our turtle friend here. There is the Dragon Darts, which will both go into Cobalion, by the way. Oh, we got the crit!
Oh, a crit. Oh, big damage.
Yo.
Shame.
14 there. Jesus. There it is, the D-Gleam, to put him out of his misery. Alright. Excellent.
Oh, perfect.
Hey, we got a crit too.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Necessary quit, by the way. We just, we can't do any damage to roll in that, it turns out.
Alright. Well, our opponent did his best. They had the flamethrower Terapagos tech for the Zamazentas that they're so very much afraid of. But in the end, budget Zamazenta does get the last laugh here. Alright folks, so now we're going into the Pokepaste section here of the video where our Cobalion crew is going to tell us just how exactly and why they were able to, or why they EV'd the Mons the way they did. So let's start with you over here, Postos. So basically we had Cobalion, okay, and what does this spread do exactly?
So the reason for this spread, and as Matt mentioned, Cobalion has a really good speed tier that not a lot of people know about. And the speed was whenever I EV a Pokemon, I like to start with how fast do I need this to be? What do I need this to outspeed? And so what the speed on this Cobalion does is the first thing I wanted to look at was we were originally Terra Grass rather than Terra Dragon, and the Ogerpon Hearthflame was definitely the biggest threat to the Cobalion on the teams where Cobalion was going to be good. So I wanted to start by outspeeding the World's Hearthflame, which was 154 speed stat. We hit 157 here, which also gives a side effect of always outspeeding all Kyogre. So so speed boosting base 90s, which is really important for us, and that's where I wanted to start there. From there, the 84 Impish is a stat bump, which we always love, especially here.
Oh, for sure.
Get that efficiency, and then 76 HP and 116 special defense. Was, as I mentioned, with light screen up, you have a 97% chance to survive 2 Spec Starstorms. You can also, if you're out of position, you live an Urshifu CC 70% of the time, and also modest Life Orb Astral Barrage from Calyrex-Shadow Rider. You survive one of those in case you need it to beat up everything around it. You also survive Origin Pulse about 70% of the time, and with a light screen up, you can pretty much take anything Kyogre wants, so of course you're faster than it, so it's going to be clicking Origin Pulse. So those were the reasonings for putting this Cobalion together in this way. Outspeed the base 90s, and especially the bulkier Ogerpon Hearthflames, hit the stat bump, and then the rest of it was just the most efficient way to survive special hits, because that's the biggest area that Cobalion is lacking.
I see. Yeah, and I'm looking at the Incineroar spread there. That looks like a very, very familiar set. Is that the Urshifu calc and then just dumping the leftovers into Spidef while having a little bit of speed investment to outspeed the base 100s under Tailwind?
Yeah, so it's fairly similar to that. We actually have less HP, so the calc isn't quite quite there. So you do still live the Surging Strike 70% of the time. It's slightly unfavorable to live the Zamazenta Body Press as well. What this spread does is it's kind of like a do-everything spread, because that's kind of what we needed from Incin. What was interesting was actually the team before, the top 4 Pokemon were all the same, but instead of Bundle and Incin, it was Scarf-Chi-Yu and a Screamtail. But that evolved, we needed something a bit different, and then the Incin was there. What this does is the speed, first of all, I thought it was important to outspeed Landorus in Tailwind to knock off Life Orb. This spread also survives Earth Power from Landorus with the Assault Vest. 15 out of 16 times you survive Electro Drift from Specs Miraidon in terrain. And then you can do whatever you want after that. And then, yeah, of course, the calcs to hopefully survive Surging Strikes most of the time. You also survive Jolly Throat Chop if you have to Terra Ghost and the Chempo is unintimidated, you survive the Throat Chop and then you can U-turn off it as well. So there's a lot going into this Incin. We talked about it and discussed it for a lot. Do we need the speed? Do we not need the speed? But I think in the end, the Incin spread sort of did everything we wanted from it. And then, yeah, Incin's just the best Pokemon to ever do it. The Assault Vest was definitely a big help on this team because you don't need the safety goggles because of the electric train most of the time.
Right.
I missed I personally, I love Parting Shot, but being able to get chip damage and not be taunted out of your pivot move is really strong. So those were the ideas behind the instant spread. Like, we wanted to do as much as possible. Being able to survive the Electro Drift is something that not really many things can do, and even then, we don't survive it all of the time. So you are playing the percentages, but with all of these strong hits in Incin, it's so important for getting the pivot game going, because Miraidon always wants to switch out, Incin always wants to switch in, and you want to do it in reverse as well. So being able to Volt Switch out, take a hit, and then get your Fake Out off, or get another move off, knock off an item is really key. And yeah, like I mentioned, I thought personally it was really important to outspeed Landorus in Tailwind, because a lot of the time Landorus is partnered by things you want Incin for, but you don't want to just lose your Incin before it even happens.
Oh, for sure. Now I'm looking at the Farigiraf over there. So looks like you're hitting the bump again with the Bold Nature 76 there, and then is that just dumping remaining into Spadef there? What's our speed investment there? Is just to like maybe outspeed some Incins that are kind of slow?
Yeah, so the Farigiraf is actually 1 point in speed slower than the Incin, so our Incin is 86 and the Fatigue is 85, so you always get the well, you don't always because of speed ties, but a lot of the time you get the information there, and also you're outspeeding a lot of things in Tailwind as well if you happen to be in that position. Yeah, of course, the 76 Bold is a stat bump. It also means that you guarantee survive Jolly, Power Throat Chop as well. Obviously, Chien-Pao is a big threat to Miraidon teams, so with your Pokemon that are weak to its dark moves, being able to survive it can be like really good, especially if you survive a Throat Chop, they don't knock you out, and your Rocky Helmet breaks their Sash. You also live Pollen Puff from the CSR, the Modest Life Orb one, so that's another reason why into the Dondozo, normally this is like a really good matchup for us, because the Life Orb ones, they can't get you with the Pollen Puff, and then you can do whatever you need to back.
Fair enough.
And those are, yeah, so that's the thinking behind the Farigiraf spread. Is the most efficient way to do all of those things.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to say that this Farigiraf was awesome. I think for all of us, the spread was it just felt so good. It felt like it lived at least one of everything. I think in one of the games we just played, it lived on 3 HP. It's just like, yeah, it feels like it's never dying to 1 hit and very rarely dying to 2. So it's a super good spread.
For sure. Yeah, I again, like, just Farigiraf being, having a ton of HP, just as in general, you get so much value in just almost maxing it, and then that just lets you pick a defensive nature and get a little bit more bang for your buck there. So, I respect it. How about the Whimsicott over here? So we're 228 timid, but a lot of Spadef there. Is that perhaps a Chi or a Miraidon calc here?
So I think originally Matt had a spread that had a lot less HP but a lot more investment. I think the original calc it lived was an Astral Barrage. The speed is, of course, 1 point faster than all Tornadus, so you would make sure to get your Tailwind off before you get taunted, assuming that you're clicking Tailwind. And then, in a light screen, you can survive Chi-Yu Heatwave 50 another 16 times, in case you really need to do that. But yeah, for the most part, the Whimsicott, the speed was the important part, and then the rest was sort of where do we put our stats from there.
Fair enough. And then looks like Miraidon there is just max speed modest with the bump in modest nature at 196 and dumping the rest into HP. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
All right, cool. Now, a couple other questions here. So tell me about the run in general. So, like, what would you say was like your best matchup, and what would you say is like the worst matchup for something like this?
Obviously, like, Cobalion itself is meant to patch the matchups like Zamazenta, Calyrex-Ice, and Terapagos, which it does really, really successfully. And bringing a mon like Cobalion that people aren't necessarily super familiar with, I think gives you a real edge in those matchups. I felt very, very far ahead playing against all of the Zamazenta and the one Cali I played. I didn't play any Terapagos in theory. In practice, I felt very far ahead against all those teams, which is very, very good. I learned the hard way in round 7 that the Calm Mind Kyogre team with Rilla Amoongus is a horrific matchup. As Billa walked the floor with me. So that was fun. I'm really glad I only played that once.
Oh man, yeah, that team was everywhere, and it still is. And I got a question here with the Iron Bundle. You know, Iron Bundle is another one that doesn't get as much play as some of the other Paradox mods. So what made the decision to bring the Iron Bundle onto this team? Is just to get the nice little boost there with Court Drive and just maybe give yourself some speed advantages?
Yeah, so the Iron Bundle, the Iron Bundle was like I mentioned, the previous version of the team was, Matt was having questions about the mirror matchup, and I thought Screamtail would be really good because you can just disable Specs Miraidon, but then as we played, we realized that even with all the tools, Scarf Landorus, very specifically, still gave too much problems because of everything that it hits was super effective on that team. And so we're looking for, and we wanted the instance slot to be a Fire Dark type, so we moved from Chi-Yu to Winston. And then this slot we were thinking potentially Chien-Pao and then Iron Bundle, but then what Iron Bundle gives you, especially into Scarf Landorus, is you outspeed them. So Iron Bundle, unless they have a lot of HP investment, Oko's Landorus with Icy Wind. So you always have a free, if they are Scarf, you always have a free Icy Wind plus Volt Switch into that slot, and you always KO them one way or another. So that was the big thing. And then having a non-Prankster Encore is also really strong and gives lots of mind games. I considered Hydro Pump for approximately half a second and then throw it away because I didn't want to miss, and I really enjoy Encore Bundle.
If it's not 100%, it's always going to be 50%.
Exactly.
Is the thought process there. But yeah, again, Iron Bundle, like I think we mentioned it earlier in the video. It's good into Landers, which is what a lot of teams are bringing into Miraidon, especially those Calyrex-Ice Rider teams. So to see the Iron Bundle come into play here, it actually makes a lot of sense. So, but yeah, thanks for sharing the spreads here. Now what we're gonna do, folks, is we're gonna get some final thoughts, and we'll show you the rentals. So this way, you too can try Cobalion, aka Budget Zamazenta. All right, folks, so here it is. There's the rental. Give Cobalion a try while you have the chance here. Matt, Sebastian, Amrit, thanks again for joining us on the channel here. I just got one more question for you guys. If there's anything about the team that you would change right now today, in hindsight of the regional, what would you do?
I do think the team has not aged amazingly into the current meta. It plays incredibly well into more balanced Cali teams, whereas Cali-I's gone either more the tailwind route, like the Tangs, or I saw a lot of in Birmingham was actually leading towards the hard trick room, which we obviously don't have a lot of stuff that really plays in trick room especially well, especially Blood Moon Ursaluna is a big issue. So I do think it's probably not aged amazingly in the meta. I think it was a good call at the time, and it still has good matchups now. You could just use, if you get your matchups, it's Reg G. So if you get your matchups, you win. If you get bad matchups, you probably lose. Yeah, that being said, I think the team in its concepts is sort of I think it's probably like 7th or 8th version of a Cobalion Miraidon team. I don't know whether it goes any further than this in terms of like the Cobalion concept. Obviously, in a lot of situations, you'd still probably rather an Iron Hands, but we had that surprise element for the one weekend, and it really paid off for Seb. So, I think that would be my thoughts on it.
Hey, that's totally fine, man. Listen, you got to give Cobalion some screen time at least, because I don't think anybody else is gonna even consider using it, or even did consider using it, but you guys were able to pull it off and give it that day 2 result and show that Reg G creativity can still reward you, even with all the top tier restricteds running around here. So congratulations again. I just got one last thing. So is there anyone that you want to shout out here that's not on the call today? Feel free to do it.
We've got we got
Oh,
Alex.
Go.
Yeah, we've got Alex, Dan, and Jacob, who also worked on and ran the team, who aren't on the call. So it was the 6 of us that ran the team. And then the rest of us in our server, the Gyarados, everyone's been privy to me moaning about the fact that Cobalion might be good, and I was luckily that everyone was willing to work with me on it. So just shout outs to all of them, and and our wider UK community.
Absolutely. Hey, are you guys, any of you going to EUIC?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
We don't talk about that.
Well,
one of us missed out on tickets.
One of us did not get tickets. Really excited for EUIC. I think bringing Cobalion to a day 2 finish is certainly a great motivator to be like, hey, if I can do it with Cobalion, maybe I can do something crazy at EUIC as well.
I was just gonna say, what are the chances that we see Cobalion again at EUIC?
Not zero, but as Matt was sort of alluding to, the team hasn't aged particularly well into the meta. The Kyogre team in particular is really bad matchup. The Ice Rider teams that we wanted the Cobalion for are not necessarily always super Cobalion friendly anymore, or just like our team friendly anyway. So there's a lot of reasons to consider dropping it, and it's not what I am currently looking at. But
fair enough.
Never say never.
Never say never.
Exactly.
Great. All right, how about some
social?
social?
Grassy seed. Sorry, I was going to say, you can use a grassy seed as well, so it could be on a non-Miraidon comp somewhere out there. It could help patch up a matchup in a different way. But this particular 6, I think it had an amazing showing. Seb gave it a great run out. Maybe I'll come back for some locals and stuff like that, but really it was just great to showcase such an unused mon. I think it was 0.2% usage.
You guys with the
0.03. Yeah, exactly.
And I was also the only bundle in day 2 of Birmingham as well. So like, it's not even just Cobalion. Like, Bundle is kind of also the unsung hero here. He's just less cool than Cobalion. Sorry, Bundle.
All right, folks. We're gonna go on and get out of here, folks. So give it a go while you have a chance. But we'll be back with another video in the next one, guys. Peace out and have a good one.